All old railroad buildings. The first structure on the left was the section house or bunkhouse. Next is the base for the old water tower. Beyond the tower platform is a house which was originally occupied by the railroad station master. The last building is the old Perkinsville Depot, which later became a schoolhouse.
Yes.
To the right of the train, behind the old cattle pens, is the site of a limestone quarry and kilns for converting the limestone into slaked lime. The lime was transported to the Clarkdale copper smelter, where it was used as a flux, or fusing material, in the smelting process. At its peak, the community of Perkinsville had 10 to 12 families living here. There was a small school, a general store, and even a post office. The ranch was over 22 miles wide and 35 miles long.
$3.50.
When the smelter closed in the early 1950s, the need for slaked lime was eliminated. When the railroad switched to diesel locomotives, crews no longer needed to stop for water, and Perkinsville became a ghost town.
Wow.
Land has remained in the Perkins family for well over 100 years and is still owned by them today.
Thanks again, dear. Appreciate it.
At Perkinsville, the engineers will unhook the engines and bring them alongside the train on the tracks to the right, then switch them to the other end of the train. Be sure to wave to the engineer and brakeman as they pass by. During our brief stay in Perkinsville, buckets of sand will be placed on open-air viewing cars for those of you wishing to smoke. Please make sure that all butts are extinguished and discarded in these buckets prior to the train's departure from Perkinsville. Cigar smoking is not allowed. In the 1960s, a few scenes from the classic Western film, How the West Was Won, were shot in Perkinsville. The old depot building was in a scene featuring George Peppard, Debbie Reynolds, and Eli Wallach. Rumor has it that the water tower was blown up during the filming of one scene, only to have the footage end up on the cutting room floor.
Wow, that
The
sucks.
tracks go another 18 miles beyond Perkinsville to Drake to intersect with the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad main line. That portion of the railroad is still used by the Clarkdale, Arizona Central Railroad for hauling freight to and from the Verde Valley.
Mike, do you know if we are doing ice cream today?
I heard him say the once.
Okay.
Somebody asked me for ice cream, and it was
Tom and Rice is bringing that old down the track to the junction. Forget about your fears, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of cares you bet, even more than you get. The junction.
Well, that's where it was.